In this video, we will talk about the best places to visit in Argentina in 2023. So before we get started, make sure to hit the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel. Argentina, one of the popular gateways to South America, plays host to some of the Southern Hemisphere's most dramatic landscapes. Think vast millennial-old glacier, distorted bodies of water, and the weathered chiseled ridge of the Andes Mountains separating it from its neighbor Chile. But Argentina isn't just a place defined by its natural magnificence. It's also home to one of the most fascinating capital cities. It is an unmissable destination for foodies and football lovers alike, as well as curious Welsh settlements, chaotic colonies of animals, and sun-kissed vineyards producing world-class wines. 1. Track rare wildlife in the world's second-largest wetlands, the Esteros del Iberá. Home to the world's second-largest wetland in the world, the Esteros del Iberá wetlands, a remote, pristine, and hugely important ecosystem in Argentina. Comprising a 13,000 square kilometers nature reserve in the north-central province of Corrientes. This protected area is one of South America's most important freshwater reservoirs and houses abundant wildlife. Over 320 bird species are resident here, making it a top destination for birders, while capybara-maned wolves, giant anteaters, and even a thriving population of jaguar. Reintroduced in 2021 by conservationists, make the Esteros del Iberá one of the best places in Argentina to spot wildlife. Situated a 3-hour journey from the nearest airport, getting here is part of the adventure and explains why it remains such a remarkably untouched and unvisited part of Argentina. 2. Appreciate one of the world's natural wonders, Iguazu Falls. Step aside, Niagara Falls. A much more impressive set of waterfalls awaits in Argentina, comprising 275 cascades and an area 2.7 kilometers wide. Iguazu Falls are remarkable, 195 meters high, dwarfing Niagara, a measly half the size. However, you cannot see all the falls that make up this vast fury of water from the Argentine side. You must cross into the Brazilian side to tick off them all. Visiting Parque Nacional Iguazu National Park in Argentina, will still grant you spellbinding views of these dramatic falls. Hike through the dense jungle of the national park where toucan and brown capuchin monkeys might be glimpsed to the Garganta del Diablo, the Devil's Throat, where a platform perched above this fall gives you utterly unforgettable views. The water cascades down with a deafening roar. 3. Road trip to the land of white gold, Selina Granada. Neighboring Bolivia might take the crown for the world's largest salt flats, but Selina Granada is in Argentina. Puno remains a dreamlike destination and a worthy place to visit in Argentina. It is spanning more than 500 kilometers. And with salt melting away into the distance as far as the eye can see. This curious high-altitude landscape lends itself to comical perspective photography. Visit by hiring a vehicle or taking a tour from Purmamarca, Jujuy, or Salta. En route, you'll see dazzling views of splendid lagoons and walnut plantations. 4. Photograph the rainbow hues of the Quebrada de Humahuaca. Argentina's northwestern provinces are packed with otherworldly sights, and the Quebrada de Humahuaca Canyon is no exception. This 155-kilometer-long mountain valley is famous for its vibrantly colored rock formations and historic Quechua-speaking villages. To the south, the Cerro de los Siete Colors, Hill of Seven Colors, lives up to its name with a magical rainbow of hues caused by the mineral content of the soil and towers over the colonial village of Purmamarca. An old house rubs shoulders with the centuries-old Iglesia de Santa Rosa. A daily market on the town square makes this an excellent place to purchase sweaters and blankets wool from llama wool. 5. Discover the enchanted village of Iruya still within Quebrada de Humahuaca. But miles away from the typical tourist trail, the enchanting village of Iruya lies within the sheer walls of the canyon, with many of its adobe houses built up into the valley sides. The setting is dramatic. Clamber up to the Mirador de la Cruz to appreciate the full magic of this village, or head to Mirador del Condor to catch sight of Andean condors, which typically take to the sky around 3 p.m. 6. Appreciate colonial architecture in Córdoba. As the country's second-largest city, Córdoba is an easy pick when it comes to choosing the best places to visit in Argentina. You can feel both pre-Hispanic and colonial influences in much of this pretty city, which houses some of the best-preserved colonial buildings in the whole of Argentina. Crowned the cultural capital of the Americas in 2006, Córdoba thrives on its blend of old and new, with 3 universities in the city. It's no wonder there's plenty to do here. Browse one of its 4 municipal galleries covering everything from fine art to contemporary work. And spend an evening in the Gaines neighborhood, where independent craft stores and crowded bars attract students and visitors alike. 7. Tour Talampaya National Park in a 4-wheel drive. The dusty stone pillars of Parque Nacional Talampaya National Park, chiseled away by millennia of rain and wind, count as some of the most surreal rock formations you'll find in Argentina. Lying in the eastern province of La Rioja, this desert landscape is best explored by 4-wheel drive, and you must take a guide. Visit Talampaya's official website to arrange a tour. Most and directly to the Canon de Talampaya, where Guanaco, Ria, Condas. Its focal point can be seen. The Cajón de Chimba is a deep gorge with towering 80-meter-high walls that are only 7 meters wide at its base. 8. Learn about Andean cultures in Salta. Much of Argentina's northwestern regions have more in common with Bolivia than with Argentina. Salta is a fine example. While its handsome buildings and ornate church, the Iglesia San Francisco, belie its colonial origins. This city is packed with museums dedicated to the pre-Columbian cultures that came before. One of the best is the Museo de Arqueología de Alta Montana, which specializes in the Inca and their child sacrifices. The bodies of 3 such children discovered on a nearby mountain peak are now controversially on display in this museum. 9. Get familiar with Argentine literature in San Antonio, Bauruco. Located about an hour and a half northwest of Buenos Aires, the town of San Antonio de Areco is the perfect day trip from the capital. Known as the national capital of tradition, it's rich in the history and culture of the Argentine countryside and blessed with a wealth of museums, including the Museo Gauchesco Ricardo Giraldes. Dedicated to the author Ricardo Giraldes. It also covers the culture of the local gauchos, the name for the cowboys, both a folk symbol and a typical feature of Pampas life in Argentina. 10. Drink, dance, and dine in Buenos Aires. Most visitors to Buenos Aires spend a few days in its dazzling capital. Home to Parisian architecture and Latin passions. Unsurprised early, Buenos Aires is home to many of Argentina's top and most well-known tourist attractions. And it's remiss to spend time in this city without dancing in a tango hall milongas, dining like a king in a local steakhouse, asado, or making a pilgrimage to the Cementerio de la Recoleta to track down Eva Perón's grave. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.